Jaron Ennis, you stand accused in this courthouse for boxing that you couldn't knock out the bald boy. But it's all right. We are going to hear what the People's Court have to say about your performance. We want to hear the views of the people. Mm-hmm. Indeed. 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 I'm actually live. As far as I know. As far as I see, I'm live. Jaron Boot Ennis. What do they call him? Chukhadzhian. Chukhadzhian. I'm calling him Chukhadzhian. Yes, man. Hit the like button. Big up Toro TV. Hakeem. You think Bud would have embarrassed him? It's easy to say that, you know. It's easy to say that, like, you know. One thing I try not to do is give other people props for what they saw someone else do in the ring. You know what I mean? Chukhadzhian, I pronounce it. Chukhadzhian, he's a sneaky puncher, and he's a spoiler. He's a spoiler. Spoilers are there to make you look bad. You know, he fought with quite a bit of ambition until he took that knee. Interesting, man. It was interesting. Was it round 5 he took the knee? When he took the knee, then he resorted to a lot more holding. It was an interesting fight. It was interesting. Boots was a little square for that left hook, wasn't he? He was a little square for that left hook. It's almost like a funeral around those who expected Boots to look really spectacular. Big up Lisa Bells. Big up Hakeem. Big up Guzzy. Yeah, he was in with a spoiler. They're talking about Stanionis, Mario Barrios, Brian Norman. Will any see? You know what the weird thing about boxing is? Boots talking about moving up to 154, when in all truth, all the big fights that he couldn't get Brian Norman in the ring, he couldn't get Stanionis in the ring. After that performance, it would probably be easier to get them to take the bait, maybe thinking they can win. That's the weird thing, isn't it? People wait until they see the slippage and then they get brave. Then that's when they get brave. Does he need to go up to 154 though? Obviously seems to be under the impression that Chukhadzhian was ready to go. I didn't see that personally. I didn't see that. Because even the knockdown, Boots didn't knock him down. He took a knee. He took a knee. You know, he's very safety first. He got a point taken for holding. And he's a bit of a spoiler. But he landed some good shots. He did land some good shots. Interesting. It's fight day. It's fight day, Boots. It's fight day. It's fight day, my friend. It's fight day. What day is it? It's fight day. Big up Lisa Bells, man. Big up Lisa Bells. Karen is a bad style matchup for Boots, says Lisa. Subscribe and share. Big up, Lisa. Big up, Guzzy. Big up all the people. Big up, Toro. Toro says Boots falls in often, walking directly into range. And Redbeard was real sneaky about closing the distance. He was sneaky, man. He was sneaky. There was also Boots trying to blow mucus out of his nostrils constantly. Did he have a cold going in? I don't know. "27 years of age. He needs to fight as well, man. Probably stale. I'm not saying that he will necessarily shine on the big stage, but he deserves that opportunity now. He's 33 and 0, 27 years of age, hasn't had a career-defining fight yet. What has happened to American boxing, man? That these guys can't get unification fights, all the other top guys to share the ring with them, man. The money's there. What has happened? I don't get it, man. 119, 107, Harvey Duck. We got Harvey Duck. He took the point off. Dave Braslow, 119, 107. Eric Marlinsk, 117, 109. Steve Weisfeld, 116, 110. Yeah, man, it was a clear win for Boots. There was no, we thought that Chukhadzhian, whatever his name is, I mean, had a share of the scores or the spoils. Yeah, the clear victory. Clear margin of victory for the booted one. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. Feed Khabib. Boots does seem to have a good chin. He ate lots of clean shots and was totally fine. Yeah. Either he has a clean shot or his opponent doesn't have much pop. Yeah. MC Stroker Vision. Boots needs a new trainer. He's overrated. His dad stinks. Are you not feeling Bozy? Bozy was saying that he wasn't putting his punches together. I'm not sure if he didn't put his punches together. I don't think you can walk into them Eastern Europeans with them vast amateur catalogs and just walk straight in and knock them out. You've got to set the shots up. You've got to be a bit more creative. You've got to be a bit more spontaneous than the likes. You know what I'm saying? Like, Boots put some good punches together, but some of it was rudimentary. Yeah. Yeah. Feed Khabib, 33 and 0, he's still fighting guys with no Wikipedia page. But he did try and get Brian Norman in the ring, and I don't know. Souza, he needs to move up to 54. When you're drained like that, you're not at your best. He either needs to move up to 54, either needs to move up to 54, or he needs to get a career defining unification at 147. I think he needs to move up. Maybe he needs to move up. When might we see him next? Will Virgil Ortiz take him in the 5 versus Golden Boy? That'd be interesting. Feed says, very weird to have your dad saying, get him out of there after every round. Never been a fan of fathers training sons. Seems to be living vicariously through their sons. I didn't understand that at all. Like the advice was hard to decipher. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Based on what? Like what was telling Bozy that Boots was breaking him down enough to go balls to the whistle? What was telling him? I didn't see it. I don't think no one in the chat saw it. So I didn't get that. That I didn't get. I didn't get that. But you know, he did land some good power shots. He kept the pressure on Karen consistently. He was consistent in trying to get the knockout. He never gave up on trying to get the knockout. And that's why he won by such a wide margin. Because the Ukrainian, he got a point taken. And he got numerous warnings for holding. He took a good shot as well, didn't he? The Ukrainian. Took a very good shot. No one's talking about that. Like, we can't just lay it all on Boots. Like, the guy took a really good shot. Landed some good shots himself. Did land some good shots. That left hook was really effective. From the first round, he tagged Boots with a good left hook. Yeah, man. No, I'm good. I'm good, Salza. I'm good. I'm good. Stuart the boss, he says his Boots truly an American. Yeah, man. Let's go. Big up everybody. Ezel made Boots' dad's pressure to stop Karen was what was leading him to get caught so many times. Perhaps it's that, or maybe they just don't work on defense as much as they need to. He fell in a lot, didn't he? Boots, he actually fell in quite a bit. And falling in is down to working on it, drilling. You know what I mean? Like you resolve that issue in the gym. That's falling in. Like you can work on that, not to fall in. Stuart believes that Virgil knocks Boots out. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Crescencio Mayer, what's good? What's good, bro? What's good? Freed Khabib. Sergio Mora called it after 3 to 4 rounds that this guy wasn't going anywhere. It was a long night ahead. Yeah, definitely a way better performance from Chukhadzhian than the first fight. Souza, he says Sergio Mora is pathetic. He is always biased to the underdog and discredits fighters. Souza says Boots has a solid chin, bro. He can take a punch, but I mean, Chukhadzhian hasn't got a reputation of being a knockout puncher, though, at 147. And neither does the likes of David Avanesian. Who's his best opponent, then, to say that he's got a solid chin? They're not exactly a Thomas Hearns in the weight class, is there? Or a Shane Mosley to really test that, or a Ike Quarty. They ain't them type of punches there. Feed Khabib. Ryan Garcia licking his lips on Twitter, seeing Boots eat them left hooks like Devin did. Yeah. But could Ryan beat Chukhadzhian? This is at 147. It's a different ball game. You know what I mean? And what if Boots lands his left hooks on Ryan? What happens then? Delta Whiskey. Beats, what's up, bro? Those scorecards were atrocious. It was a wide decision. You're not telling me you thought that Chukhadzhian won the fight, are you? I mean, he was docked to point for holding and warned countless times. Virtuoso. Boots is lucky Karen isn't a power puncher. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. Sylvester. Beats and rhymes. What's up? Yeah, big up, man. Big up. Sylvester says, congrats on Boots with his title defense. Yeah, he got it out of the way. I don't think he was happy with his performance, but he got it out of the way. I mean, this was a fight they didn't want. They didn't want this fight after the negative response to the first fight. And okay, he wasn't as negative this time around, but he did hold a lot. He did spoil. And he put up a good fight, man. He came to take the belt, man. He did come to take the belt. Stuart, we know zero about Boots. Chin, average at best. USA are reaching about this guy. Self-made. He says Karen is definitely better than what we credit him for, but at least this will embolden the other champions to get in the ring with him. That's if he stays, though. He's talking about moving up to 154. Feed Khabib says Spence versus Boots would be next. Would be nice. Spence? Ooh. Stuart the boss, you're saying Virgil is all wrong for Boots. What is all wrong? Did you see Virgil's last performance against the Ukraine? He fought a Ukraine guy, and I thought he lost. A lot of people thought he lost the fight. So you could make the argument, though. You could make the argument. Crescencio, Connor should take the fight. What, no warm-up? Go straight into a Boots fight? Well, Connor said he's going to walk into a big fight with no warm-up. I think that's a bit, ambitious. You got to take these step-up fights seriously. You can't just walk in there, big layoff, and expect type success. It'd be silly for him to do that, but he's feeling himself. A self-made, big up, Delta Whiskey. Not saying he won, but that fight was way closer than 119-107. We could be after Virgil's last fight, the narrative was Boots was all wrong for him. Well, we could all guess who's wrong for who, but until they get in the ring and actually fight, then it's just speculation. Stuart DeBoss, I thought he hurt so high in nearly every round. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Feed could be Conor Ben is getting cashed out by Hearn against Eubank. He will get destroyed by a middleweight, then move back to 147. Damaged goods. Stephen Pope, I think Ennis will get humiliated in his next fight. All right, so a lot of people think Ennis is a bust on the back of that performance. What happened there? Look at that. It's more quiet people, but trying to understand what's going on. Before I go into X and see what's happening. Okay. How much people in the building? Let's have a look. Hit the like if you can. It'd be appreciated. It certainly would. What happened? I started watching round 10. Had Boots was fighting like Sean Porter, says Earthquake. That would be an interesting fight. A prime Sean Porter against Boots Ennis would be actually quite interesting. It's a shame Boots didn't get in the mix when Porter, Thurman, Garcia, Spence, and the PBC had it cracking. Yeah, it's a shame. Stephen Pope said, yeah, I don't rate him at all, if I'm honest. Liam Quinn, if Josh Taylor was signing with Hearn, what 3 fights would you like to see him in at 147? It's hard to say. He's coming off losses, man. He's coming off 2 losses on the bounce, so it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Let's go and X and see what they say. Bam did this thing, though, isn't it? Bam did this thing. All right, Terence Crawford, what's he got to say? Well, where's this tweet going? Terence Crawford, I did see the fight. I think he means I didn't see the fight, but I heard about it. Stay focused and keep working on your craft. Every night's not going to be the same. Never get comfortable in this game. If you try to get to the mecca of the sport, stay on your mission, because all it takes is one slip up. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Very true. Very, very true. Just got to do next. He's got to do a lot better there. That's the long short of it. Got to do better next time out. Yeah. Wise words from Terence Budd. Earthquake said, why so sloppy? B could be 147 is looking dead and Boots going to go to 154 with big fights. Crescencio. Bam versus Gonzalez is in the horizon. Bam is a monster that way. But how good was the guy who was fighting? You know what I mean? I don't know. I didn't think about that guy. You know what I mean? But he did look good. Was it a right uppercut he finished it with? I can't even call the punch. I saw the fight though. Did his thing, man. Yeah, Bam. On a little roll right now, man. On a little roll. Mashing up everything he goes in the ring with. Mash them up. Wise words from Terence Crawford. I didn't see the fight, but I heard about it. Stay focused and keep working on your craft. Every night's not going to be the same. Never get too comfortable in this game. If you try to get to the mecca of the sport, stay on your mission because all it takes is a one slip up. One slip up is what Crawford is saying. We got Terence Crawford. We're still here? Yeah, we're still here. Right. Trying to get some news off Twitter. See what the flavor is. You get me? You get me? What's the flavor? What's the flavor? There's some new posts coming in. His dad just wanted the knockout, man. His dad he didn't really like, I don't know. It wasn't very scientific, was it? It wasn't very scientific. He just wanted the knockout. Old school Philly. His dad is just old school Philly. Yeah. Um, you don't know that, Letitia. That's Crawford's sister saying, y'all know you weren't ready for Bud. We don't know, like, it's hard to say. I need to see Karen fight some contenders and see how he gets on. That's what I need to see. You know what I mean? How would he do again? How would Conor Ben do against Chukhadzhian? Conor Ben. How would he do? Yeah. Ryan Garcia. People talking about Ryan Garcia would do this and this. Put him in. Put them in. Why don't so like? But boxing, they don't do that these days. You know what I mean? Like none of the names you're suggesting can beat Boots are going to fight Karen. He's going to fight some unknown person next time out, because that's the only person he's going to be able to attract to share the ring with him. You know? Any other news? Man. Yeah. A tough fight tonight, man. A tough fight. Khalil Cole got knocked out. He got knocked out, didn't he? What's his name? Gallegos. Gallegos took him out. The tall Mexican man, either Mexico or from Mexican descent, took him out, man. Got cleaned up with their body shots in it. Body shots, man. Didn't like their body shots. When it went downstairs, he just didn't respond accordingly. Khabib said at 27, Crawford had just won his first title versus Burns. I wasn't close to the fight we see now. At 37. Boots' time. But there's always an overreaction. Wise words, Feed. Wise words, wise words, wise words. Delta Whiskey. Philly fans are some of the rowdiest fans in the United States. Did you notice how quiet they were during the entirety of the main event? Not really. You know, sometimes I focused in on the fight, man. So sometimes I don't even notice all of that. It just escapes me a little. Yeah, man. Yeah, Bud got rocked by Gamboa, but Gamboa was a good fighter back then. Yeah, yeah. Delta Whiskey said Cole had a bad night at the office. Yeah, he did. He did. Self-made says, yeah, exactly. Karen was 24-1 before fighting Boots. I reckon he gives Brian Norman a lot more trouble. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, man. But yo, ultimately, you know, done what he had to do, man. He done what he had to do. Took whatever punches he had to take. You know what I mean? But maybe just took too much of them. They're saying Jojo Diaz loses on comeback. Okay, Sabril Matasi came back with a KO. Ray Ford, he looked okay. He looked okay with that lead southpaw right hook. Scored a couple of knockdowns with that lead right. Good punch. Mm. What else we got? What else happened to that? I didn't even know Matthias was boxing tonight, man. Man, Eddie couldn't even get him on a Matchroom card. Like, I think part of the deal was if he lost, that they weren't obligated to promote his fights. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, Ammo, he got the victory. But even there, like the other guy was hanging around a little too long and causing a bit of a nuisance before Ammo caught him when his defenses fell apart. Other guy's defense just fell apart, man. Just fell apart. Yeah, Ammo Williams back on the winning scoreboard. Yeah, man. Yeah, big up. Yeah, that's it really. Like one official knockdown in the fight. Not really much to say, you know what I mean? Like he tried. He gave 100% at whatever he was doing. He did try. He did try. He did try. I like the guy who beat up Cole. He put in a good performance, man. Like, I tell you what, he took some serious power shots, man. But I don't think Cole is a natural light heavy because he landed some serious power shots when he was trying to turn the fight round. You know what I mean? But he tried to slug with the Mexican, and that was ultimately his downfall, man. He boxed well in the first couple of rounds, but he lost his blueprint. You know what I mean? Oh, Jacqueline Moses, Shakur's cousin, looked very good in his debut. I saw a bit of that. Yeah. I saw a bit of that. He looked okay. In the family, man. Right. I was just trying to gauge the opinion from you guys. I ain't gonna stay on too long. My old ass needs to get some sleep. I think you guys are maxed out. I'm maxed out as well, to be honest. What else is being said on Twitter? Okay. Eddie Hearn said the PBC have already messaged me saying, look, we can step aside Gayasov and go straight into Boots versus Stanionis. Is it worth it for Boots though? What does Stanionis have the full belt? What was he got? Was he got one of them little lower tier joints? What's he got? What's he under? Let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. All right, he's the full WBA champion. That's a good fight, man. It's a good fight. Let me see what Stanionis' form is like. The PBC have already messaged Eddie. They want the belt, bro. Yeah, I feel you, Karma. I mean, I didn't like seeing Khalil get beat up like that, to be honest. You know what I mean? Didn't like seeing it, but that's boxing, man. That's boxing. He came up on a test, and the test was just too much for him, man. It was too much for him. I was thinking about his fight, though, you know. But I'm not even going to say what I want to say about him. I mean, I'm not going to bring up the Q word. You didn't. I mean, They were saying how brave he was, but okay, he beat Gabriel Maestre. That's the guy who was awarded that dodgy decision against. Is it Mikhail Fox? Okay, you beat him January, February, March, April, May. UD. Leonis. And before that, it was in January, February, March, April of 2022. He said, what, one fight since April 2022? That was a good fight against Butayev. That's when he got that WBA strap, isn't it? That lower tier joint. Wow. He's not going to beat Boots. He's not going to beat Boots, man. But they're ready to do it. I mean, because basically, how was he able to retain the belt for so long without fighting? How has that happened? Can somebody explain it to me? What's going on here? You're the full champion, and you've had one fight since April 2022. You've had two fights since 2021, right? And no contents against Luis Calazzo in 2021. He's had two fights since 2021, and he's still able to retain a world title. What part of the game is this? What's going on? Yeah, they're coming out of the woodwork now, Delta, because he's had a bad performance. PBC message Eddie, you know what I mean? They can get a step aside on his next fight. Yeah. Yeah. They need to do, you know why they need to do that? They ain't got no dates for Stanionis. So they have to send him over to the dead zone now. See? It's funny, your fighters want to be, you got to send your fighters on the dead zone, PBC. You got to send them over to the dead zone. Yeah? Yeah. I'm going to send them a dead zone now. No. Yeah, man. Wow. LT, big up LT. So Karen is well schooled and is tough. Yeah, he's a solid fighter, like you say there. Yeah. Yeah. And he says, I love watching Bam, by the way. Great fighter. We need unification next year. 100%. Bam is great to watch, man. Bam is great to watch. Next week, we have Latino season. Latino night. How is that a weird season card? But okay, that's what it is. We've got a unification. Who you got? I'm looking forward to that, actually. Chris William Smith versus Zerdo. Tell you what, DAZN is like, is the number one stop shop now, isn't it? Got it all under one roof, man. LT got Zerdo on points. Yes. Zerdo on points. I love for Chris Billy Smith beating that. It's funny. I'm rooting for Billy Smith to win that. I'm rooting for Billy Smith. You know what I'm saying? That'd be funny. You never know. Never know, man. You never know. No, it was an interesting night's work. Wow. BBC have already messaged him. That's direct. Boxing, boy, you know what I mean? Well, hey, the standing on this fight would be good, but um, even Stanionis might be struggling to make the weight. He hasn't fought since 2022. Like, no, he's fought once this year. One fight since 2022. How fit is he? Can't be that fit, surely. Yeah, man. PBC will have a go, man. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. LT, study on this activity has been horrendous. Yes, indeed. Nah, they're saying they've messaged Eddie, so they know what they're talking about. They can do a little swerve on that. That's what Eddie's saying. We can step aside Gashiov, whatever his name, and go straight into the boots fight. That's what they're saying. They can't listen. They can't force. They can't force that. But the PBC don't have the dates. They don't have the dates. So yeah, they're doing a little step aside and let him get a step aside money. I mean, look how inactive the belt's been anyway. Yeah, yeah, they've worked out a deal. They can't afford. They can't afford to put that fight on. How are they going to pay him? They got no date for what's his name? I never even heard of him. Guyasov. They've got no date. They got no date. They've got to keep the belt active somehow. They've got no date. The only lucrative fight is to come on the dead zone and fight your man from uptown Philly. Yeah. Got no date for it, man. Yeah, Ray Ford looked good, man. Ray Ford, I like the way he ran through that lead right hook all the way through. Ray looked good, man. Really fighting at super feather now, 130. Yeah, he done a nice job. Yeah, man. See, his opponent was just trying to survive as well. He did throw some punches back, but he was trying to survive. That's why Ray was PISSED with him at the end, because the guy wasn't trying to engage. Ray was banging his foot on the canvas. Come on, right here, right here, right here, right here, man. Good stuff, man. Anything else going on X? Let's go to X. Oh, yeah, man. Right. Let me do this without frying myself the stream again. About the 600th time. Right. Let's see what they're saying on X. Okay, boxing wave. Pick up boxing wave. 505. Shy. Caliber Cole comes in. They stop in the fight next time round if he didn't show something. Hey, man. It's Conor Ben there training in Philly. Look like he's Rocky. He's running up the steps like Rocky. Conor Ben's a nutter. Are they the same steps that Rocky ran up? It has to be. Yeah, of course it is. Whoa. Who got knocked out like that? This one, was this tonight? Who is it? This is an art man. Give me 2 seconds. I'll find out who this was. Was this on the card? This one tonight, was it? Let me see. Let me go to the card. I'm sure I've seen that knockout before. It's on Art Man's joint on Twitter. Let me see. 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 Ennis, Boots, Ennis. Well, at least I don't have to get up early or nothing like that. So, I mean, just sleep. Right. Okay. Cool. Is there any upsets in there? Zaquin Moses. That's Shakur's relative, yeah? Dennis Thompson. Yeah. Let me see. Did I see this one? Was that on the earlier part of the feed? Yeah, Israel Muhammad. He was trained by Boots' dad, wasn't he? Ismail. Like Colombian fish scale. Ask my man Ishmael. Diamond D got props like a cop. Right. Let's have a look here. Did a prospect get knocked out tonight? No, this was a little while back, man. That's old. That's old. That was Edgar Ortiz. Who is it? Who is this? Who's this tonight? All right, this is Dennis Thompson versus Edgar Ortiz. That was on tonight. Right, let me pause it a sec. All right, let me see this one. Might as well watch it well. Let's up. Let's see. Is this Dennis Thompson any good? What about Edgar Ortiz? This was on the undercard. Okay. Oh, that body shot was serious, boy. The hook to the body. Okay, Edgar showing a little bit of a beard there, bro. Getting caught too easy with that right hand, though. Comes with his own right hand to the body. Too much of them headshots, though. Them rights are chewing you up, Edgar. Chewing you up. Chew up that eye guard. Okay, he's on in retreat mode now. Second round. Yep, he's keeping a healthy distance. Not trying to trade now. Oh, right after. Oh, combinations. Oh, damn. Yeah. It's taking too much. It's taking too much. Dennis Thompson. Is he signed to back? It's Dennis Thompson. Is he signed to match? They look like some decent prospects are on the card, though. Okay. He's got a proper mugshot, bro. Where did they get that from? Philly PD. he's got the meanest mugshot on BoxRec, bro. That's son. Was his BoxRec or America's Most Wanted? Oh, dear. Got the stoppage though. Yeah, the inactivity for Stanionis is on another level, man. On another level. Yeah, man. So what does he do? You know what I mean? Like, he risk staying around at 147 just to get a fight at Stanionis to become unified champion. Does his performances improve at 154? I think they could, you know. I think they could. What else we got? Khalil Cole started all right, man. Started all right at the start. You know what I mean? Boxing. Got caught into a slugfest. But he really didn't need to. Okay. Richardson Hitchens. It's a joke. Some Richardson Hitchens fan said Richardson ruined Gustavo Lemos. No, Keyshawn ruined him. Keyshawn ruined him. Wrecked him. Keyshawn hammered that guy. Okay, JoJo Diaz. He lost to Abraham Montoya in Florida. Pretty wide as well. 98, 92, 97, 93, 92, 98. Was that split then? On the slide now, JoJo. Javante Davis. What's Keyshawn Davis? Is what they're talking about now. It's just a talking thing right now. Eddie Herling's 5-6 new signings to be announced in the next few weeks. 2 or 3 Olympians, former world champions, former undisputed world champions. A lot to come. Pat Brown is a fighter I'd love to sign. Never heard of him. Must be a top amateur. All right, people. It's been good, man. It's been good. Big up Chukhadzhian, putting up a good performance, and big up Boots Ennis. You know what I mean? It wasn't a bad fight to watch. It wasn't bad at all. What about that, though? Do you think it was a good fight to watch or a horrible fight to watch? Some of Chukhadzhian's tactics were a bit negative, but he put up a way better performance than the first fight. So you got to, give him some credit. He came in there with some ambition. He trained really hard. He did train really hard for this, man. Is there no way out for Boots he just needed to perform better? Let's get a couple of responses before we get out. Let's wait for a couple of responses. Everyone's probably going to go to sleep now if they're smart. Get them Zeds. All right. Let's see if we can get another news story while we're waiting for some answers. You want answers? I want more answers. You want the truth? Can't handle the truth. Right. Oscar De La Hoya claims Gilberto Ramirez will go down as an all-time great. Athlete Joshua injury details revealed. we will do. Eddie saying there's no major injury. Every fighter is niggles. Niggles? You mean giggles? You know what it's all about, man. I mean, he's not mentally in no position to take that immediate rematch. Yeah, let's not fool ourselves. Let's not fool ourselves. It was a tough fight, man. That's what boxing's all about, you know. Like sometimes we forget that it's supposed to be tough. You know, this is world championship boxer. If your challenge is like getting rushed out easy, then what does it say about world championship boxing? I guess. Crescencio, congratulations, Boots. Hot for 12 rounder. Yeah, it was hard. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, people. Okay. So yeah, you have to opinion. Get a spell check, my brother. I mean, you need a bit of a spell check now. I'm not going to try and read that out this time in the morning. Yeah, man. But hey, people, appreciate the contributions. It's been good. Big up Unix. It's been good. At this point, we're just going to say peace.